Hello. Stuart Heath here, founder and CEO of Harvard Grace Capital, with our 14th and second to last episode in our series, Terms to Know When Investing in Real Estate, which is part of our overall series, Important Investing Terms. So today we're really getting into what we do here at Harvard Grace, which is investing in real estate. And as in every endeavor in life, real estate investing comes with its own lingo, its own terms, some of which are very analogous to other terms in other disciplines. Nevertheless, it's what we have. So we're going to talk about cap rate, occupancy, both physical and economic, net operating income, and distributable cash flow. So generally, people invest in real estate for cash flow purposes. Which is why everything is sort of geared towards that. What is a cap rate? Cap rate is short for capitalization rate, and it essentially is the same thing as what rate do you expect to earn on your money? What ROI, return on investment, are you expecting to earn on your money if you buy this asset for this price? So when you talk about the cap rate, the higher the cap rate, the lower the lower the purchase price, so the cap rate just sort of centers on the valuation between the buyer and the seller. For instance, we go out to the market today. Most sellers are wanting cap rates in the 6% range. Most buyers wanting to buy in the 7.5% range. And especially if the buyer is using debt to purchase the property, they don't want a cap rate that is much different from their interest rate. And so hence the constant tension between buyers and sellers on trying to find value. It's no different in any other field of investing. That's what a cap rate is. It's just over in the business world, this is analogous to the multiple. What number times earnings are you paying for the business? So this is sort of the inverse of that. What's occupancy? Physical and economic. Occupancy talks about the percentage of the property that is occupied by rent-paying tenants. So you can be physical, so that would be a percentage of the overall square footage. You got a 100,000 square foot building, got 80,000 lease, you're at an 80% occupancy, 20% vacancy. The economic occupancy is more of a financial calculation and reflects the fact that the rent has a market value which might be different from the lease that you wrote on it. For easy math, if the going rate in the market is $10 per square foot, and you're under a lease at $8 per square foot, you've got an economic occupancy less than your physical occupancy. And so it essentially is a measure of how much money you're leaving on the table or how much you are picking up along the way, extra above market. Net operating income, if you remember a few episodes back, this is essentially analogous to EBITDA, earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization. Net operating income is a defined term in the real estate world, and it essentially is how much income is the property generating before debt service, before interest charges, before any of that. It's just N.O.I. What's the N.O.I.? And N.O.I. is what you apply to the cap rate to determine a value that you're willing to pay. And then distributable cash flow is essentially that. After you get your N.O.I., you generally will have some reserves to put aside for future capital expense needs or repair needs. You probably have a debt payment, and then whatever's left over after all of those obligations is distributable back to the ownership as cash flow for the owners. Essentially, it's a dividend. So those are in terms that we use when investing in real estate. I hope that you will log on to our site and download the terms booklet that we prepared for you. And we would love to hear from you, see if we can be of any help to you. Thank you very much.